Disclaimer. This video is basically my opinion about the Nintendo E3 2015 digital event. So I'm only speaking for myself. I'm just giving my own opinion, what I think about the Nintendo Direct. Also, to some extent, gonna give some sort of explanation of why is it that most of the Nintendo fans is disappointed to the Nintendo Direct. So, but at the same time, there will be a lot of anger, a lot of saltiness here. Apologies in advance. So again, the disclaimer is I'll be talking about my opinion about the Nintendo Direct, the digital event, and I'm only speaking for myself. And there will be some negative comments there, but not foul language. But I tend to get salty and agitated for once in a while in the video, so just bear with that. So, if you're a Nintendo fan and you think the Nintendo Direct or the digital event is a good thing, that there was nothing wrong, then I just highly recommend it just to not watch this one because it's not gonna be. It's mostly, unfortunately, again, negative, but it is my opinion. I just speak for myself. So with that, I'm gonna play the video now, and if you guys don't want to hear it, just click back. Well, thanks for understanding. Hello guys, NautoAisDx once again, and this is gonna be a straight talk about the Nintendo E3 2015 digital event. Okay, so if everybody knows what's going on, if you're a Nintendo fan, you know what's going on. For people who don't know yet, is that when Nintendo finally showed their digital event, a lot of people who are actually Nintendo fans were disappointed. And I did give my thoughts about it, but I'll recap again. For me, I think the digital event was okay. It was informative, but there was no wow factor that what Sony did. And what Sony did basically was, the gist of it was, they listened to their fans and they showed games that people said, oh my gosh, I can't believe you actually listened and you're actually going to do it. And that will be a different V-block there. Excuse me. So, I'm going to explain that later because there's going to be a lot of things I want to do. That's why it's called a straight talk. So, but if you notice, if you go to Facebook, Twitter, or any social site or comment site, a lot of the Nintendo fans are so from sad, disappointed to furious. And because one of the things that furious was, like, I had a feeling that Blast Ball was, I think that looks like something from Metroid Prime creation, and I was right. So, of course, people say, oh, finally, we're going to get a Metroid game. And again, it's a spin-off. It's not a major. Well, when they mean it's a spin-off because it had the same element of the Metroid Prime, but you don't play as the main character or Samus, and I'm going to explain it later. So, I want to give my personal straight talk about it. What was the problem with it? And again, I love Nintendo. I grew up with Nintendo. That's why I collect the Amiibo. I always do a lot of Nintendo stuff. Yes, I can be biased about Nintendo, but at the same time, when I see Nintendo does something wrong, guess what? I call them out on it. I'm not going to just say, oh, that's okay because you're Nintendo, you help it. No. If they do something, excuse the language, bullshit, I'm going to call out on that bullshit. I'm not going to sit there and just say, oh, that's okay, Nintendo. That's okay, Iwata. No. There's a reason why I always do harping on Iwata to staff down. And again, and like I said, also the digital event. I don't think it's a good idea. I always been saying that, and it finally catch up on him, and yep, it crumbled. This digital event not only was lackluster, it was uninterested, and a lot of people were just furious. For me, I said, okay, it was informative. I'm watching like an infomercial. I'm just gonna move on. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be criticizing Nintendo in their digital event. I'm not going to talk about the Smash Brothers Direct. I mean, if they included that in the digital event, that's probably going to be a different story. But they decided not to. They took a risk to say, no, he'll have his own separate Nintendo Direct, and the digital event is different. Here it is. So again, once again, why do I always disagree about the digital event? Because what it shows and I'm sorry, is that people Nintendo, again, maybe not, but the way I see it as a consumer, as a general consumer, as a consumer who loves Nintendo, someone who will willing to give my hard-earned cash to Nintendo to get my enjoyment. I don't agree with the digital event because it shows that all those people, to some extent, are cowards. Oh, I don't want to be in front of the millions of people. I'm so embarrassed. And yeah, even Reggie said the reason why they prefer the digital event because they're too shy talking in front of people. I'm sorry, that's pathetic. That's really it. I've been saying it time and again. Just because they have good stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, that's okay, we're gonna give you a pass. No, I'm not gonna give a Nintendo pass for that. No, hell no. No. Yeah, and if I'm sounding like salty and pissed, it's frustration. Not the digital event, but the point is, it's getting on me, so I'm gonna try to calm down, but I'm gonna dissect what was wrong in my own opinion, my own perspective. I'm speaking for myself. What was a bit wrong with the digital event? So again, like I said, the digital event itself is already a problem because it shows that you're not willing to take a risk. You don't want to talk to a lot of people. Look at Square Enix. They're a Japanese company. They did a good job. Yeah, if you're thinking about because of what Konami, yeah, that was an unfortunate. I don't know what happened there, but look at what Square Enix did. Even the CEO there, or I forgot the guy's name, the guy who also appeared in on the PlayStation Experience, Mr. Please Excited guy, he was even there. He had no problem. There was a translator, and if they can speak English, hey, more power to you. And it worked well. Why can't you do that, Nintendo? You used to do it. So are you going to do a digital event for the NX? You're going to be like some sort of another infomercial? Okay. So I do sorry if I'm sounding like frustrated, but when I didn't think I would get this pissed off about it, excuse the language. But like I said, I wasn't pissed about the digital event. It was actually informative, but at the same time, it's an infomercial. But when I was thought about this, it just riled me up. So I apologize for that. I'm gonna calm down. Like I said, I do love Nintendo, but when it comes to the business side, they're starting to piss me off. Okay. Ooh, woosah, 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 woosah. Okay. Anyway, okay, let's begin. So, what was some? Okay, I'm gonna dissect the digital event game by game, whatever I remember or not, because I could be forgetting something, but I'm gonna try to dissect game by game. So, first of all, when they started, first the Muppet skit. Some people said it was entertaining. For me, no. Don't do it, please. Don't do that next time. If you're not a professional like Jim Henson or the Henson Foundation or company who basically are expert when it comes to Muppet, don't do it. Just don't. Leave it to the Sesame Street, the Muppet, which again they're gonna make a comeback in ABC. Muppet, Fraggle Rock, you name it. Just don't. All right, Nintendo, don't. For me, just said no. No, unless you had a permission with Disney or Jim Henson's company, no. Don't ever do that again. Funny, maybe, to some extent, maybe my personal opinion, kind of like a disrespect. So, don't do it. Don't do that Muppet thing again. Okay, so that's out of that skit. I think it was just, sorry to say, it was just stupid. Alright, moving on. Starting with the game with Star Fox. That was fine. Because last year in digital event, it was only a tease about Star Fox. Now they finally gave a full information with Star Fox plus a release date. That's fine. It's okay to re-showcase a game again if you have more valid information, and they did. They talk about the game and they talk about when it's going to come out, which is somewhere in November 2015. That's fine. That's work. All right. The next game, Skylander. I think that was okay there. You don't, but if you're gonna do like some sort of interview just do that live in a live conference. That's some weird talk show. So I mean, that's okay. You talk about this in exclusive. That's okay. That works because I like Skylander. But as I said before in the Nintendo Thought video, I'm gonna buy the PlayStation 4 version because that's achievement. So that's me. That was okay. You're talking about exclusive, new information. Not a lot of people like Skylander, but that segment was okay. It was information. It was something new. Great. All right. Now I'm trying to remember what the next one is. Okay. The next one, I think, if I remember, I do apologize. I'm trying to think at the top of my head. After Skylander, okay, I'm just gonna guess whatever. If I miss something, you can just comment it below, and I'll probably respond to you, either a follow up. Okay, the next one I remember was a trailer to the new Zelda game, Triforce Hero. Again, great. That's something new. You talk about it again, new. All right, that's fine. Let's move on. A trailer to Hyrule Warrior Legend. Yes, even so that the game was already sold, but it's from the 3DS, and there were a little bit more information. There's a little bit of change. There was new characters. It was brief. That was good. Excellent. You don't need to recap what Hyrule Warrior, people know about it. You just say what new stuff in it. Excellent. All right, the next one, a trailer to what's it? Mario Luigi Paper Jam. That was actually good. I didn't even think that would even happen. A crossover of Paper Mario and Mario Luigi RPG. A trailer. Great. That was fine there. People love it. All right. Then comes Animal Crossing Home Decor. Where do I begin? You already showed the game before. You already talk about the card. You already say the game's gonna come out. You don't need to show more about it. So that was unnecessary. Second, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. It's a freaking Mario Party clone with Amiibo. So can I use my Mario Party Amiibo to that game and vice versa? I mean, who? First of all, Animal Crossing fans, they're not gonna care about that. That's a spin-off. I mean, I don't know what to say. That's why people were kind of pissed off because the majority of people, they're not gonna care about it. Am I gonna? Do I care? Well, maybe a little bit because I like Animal Crossing, but that shouldn't even be in a, not even an E3. That should be somewhere in the Treehouse show. You know what should be in a digital event? The guy who created Earthbound. That should be on the digital event, not in a pre-show of the Nintendo World Championship. That was you should put it there. I mean, wow. See, that was the problem. The home decor, it was unnecessary because it was already been shown. You don't need to show it again. A party game, it's not gonna work. How many times I have to tell you? When you do something in E3, yes, it is a business. You're trying to aim for general consumer, but you're also trying to define what video game is. So you have to show that core game. If it was Animal Crossing Wii U, then it would be perfect. But no, it's a board game. And apparently, how much is this gonna cost? Like 40. I hope it's just $30. But if you're selling it for $40, God, you guys are greedy. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ah, man, my head hurts. Okay, so that was bad. That was what pissed a lot of people off. That was unnecessary. That was a waste of time. I'm sorry. Okay, then comes Metroid Federation. Even the trailer basically pissed a lot of people off. I'm not really a fan of Metroid Prime. I'm more of the Metroid Other M. Because first-person shooter, like I said, not really good. I did try to play Metroid Prime. Too difficult for me. And the reason why a lot of people are pissed off because you hype this out, hype. Oh, we're Retro Studio. We're gonna make another Metroid game. Be sure to look out, Metroid game. You're gonna be excited, and it's a spin-off. So somebody don't like. You don't play as Samus. Oh, it's a story about someone else. So probably if you had to change a different name, by slapping the Metroid name, it's also a slap in the face. I'm sorry. And that blast ball, what is that? It's like a mini game for Metroid Federation. That's why people are pissed off. Am I gonna get it? If the game is $29.99 and I'm being nice here, you're selling it for $40. Oh my goodness! You're being greedy now. Selling all your 3DS game for $40. What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, we're gonna get that money. That's not Iwata money. Nintendo like profit. Nintendo like profit. Okay, if I'm just acting so stupid, it's just agitation there. That's why it was a problem. People were pissed, and you made them so pissed off that some of the hardcore fans, they're doing a petition to not release the game. Kind of okay, weird. I think it's kind of wrong, but you know what? I'm just gonna ignore the petition. I'm not gonna acknowledge it after this. But the point is, don't say, "Oh, we're gonna do another Metroid game, a Metroid game, Prime game, and it's a spin-off." That's like equivalent to Capcom doing, "Oh, we're gonna find out we're hyping all this fifth character, the news never been seen before, and it's a Kami clone." That waste of energy of hypeness just went down the drain. That's the problem. Okay, so Animal Crossing Decker, no. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, that should be just in the treehouse. Just in the treehouse. You don't need a direct for that one. Or it has to be a Nintendo Direct. Metroid Other M or Metroid Prime Federation, you just pissed a lot of people off with that one. You just did. Alright, so what else next that showed? Fire Emblem Fate. Great. Now you have a name for it. Guess what? You should have done that before in the previous Nintendo Direct. You're showing again game that we know it's gonna come out because you keep showing it. Ooh, it has English voice. Great. Oh, it's gonna be 2 versions now. Finally, that should be a Nintendo Direct, or not even like it should already been explaining before. Okay, here's my tip. Don't show a trailer, tease someone until you have all the information, because you're gonna show it again. That's just a cop out. Oh, 2016. Yeah, we know it's gonna be 2016. Oh, it's gonna be 2 versions. Yeah, someone said it. So that was a waste of time. And then Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. Okay, another trailer. It didn't really make sense. You did that before. It didn't make sense. What the hey? Stop showing trailer that people are gonna get pissed. If you're trying to make them hype, it's not working. So stop. Here's my hint. When a Nintendo Direct, once you have enough information, show it. Oh, another trailer. Xenoblade Chronicle X. You had a Nintendo Direct dedicated to it. What the hey? I mean, that information you just gave us in this Nintendo Direct, you should already been in that other Nintendo Direct. When Treehouse was already talking about the game, that's when you should say, oh, the game's going to be released December the 4th. No, you have to put in Nintendo in a digital event. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys are just idiot. And you know what? People in Treehouse, you guys are idiot also. You know, I'm trying to be nice to Audrey, but I'm sorry. Audrey, you were cool in IGN, but now I don't know if I should even be nice to Audrey. Okay, that was out of context. I do apologize. It's just my mind now is just scrambled or something. I do apologize for that weirdness there, but they're not their fault. It's just the Japanese business. They're dumb. They're stupid. And like I said, you didn't have to show Xenoblade Chronicle like, oh, now we have a date. We haven't known when the release, December. So basically, we have to wait all the way to the end of the year. While the Japanese already have it, you can't even do it worldwide. That's sad. I mean, it's 2015, and games still can't go out worldwide release. Oh, it's a case by case basis. Whatever. So again, that was the problem there. That was unnecessary. Again, don't show games that people already know. Okay, so I don't know what else I can think of that. Yeah, the funny part. There's another funny part that I'm trying to say. God, now I can't even speak right. There was an article on IGN and GameStop said, "Oh, Nintendo's working with third-party games." Yeah, and you freaking didn't show that. Show some third-party games. You had the promo in your eShop about 8 games third-party, like Mudman Challenge, whatever, or decided what I can't even think of any of those third indie game. Showcase that. Not Xenoblade Chronicle X, not Animal Crossing, not Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem, not Fire Emblem Fate. But you already know that. You shouldn't even show that one in the other one. What is it? Baby step, baby step, baby step, baby step. You want to hype people up? You're not really hyping people up. You're pissing people off. And I do apologize for that word, but you're pissing a lot of people off. Knock it off, Nintendo. God, get with the times. And this is why a lot of people wanted to step down, because that's the problem. And a lot of people can't do anything about it because he's the CEO. So, oh man, I'm sorry if I'm being agitated, but I'm so agitated. And so, if I'm missing something, I know, okay, if I do miss something, put it on the comments about it if you care. And the last thing is Mario Maker. Okay, I'll give you that one. It was on the Nintendo World Championship 2015. Makes sense. Because, yes, Mario Maker wasn't on a digital event last year. It wasn't even. It was on a Treehouse, I think, to some extent, briefly. People talk about it briefly, and then it was quiet. Fine. You talk about Super Mario Maker, awesome. Yeah, it's a good game, finally. Nintendo have their own Little Big Planet game. Whatever, that was fine. Like the Star Fox in the beginning, and it was Super Mario Maker, fine. And here's the dumb part. You should have at least some tease, unless if you're going to do Legend of Zelda. That's fine. Because you got a little tease, but now we have nothing to show. Okay, yet you show other trailer that people already knew the game was going to come out. Oh, man, it's like, the problem is really, like I said, Xenoblade Chronicle didn't really have any new info, or the new info that they showed could already been put in the previous Nintendo Direct. Animal Crossing Decker, same deal. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, nobody cares about party games that much, I'm sorry. And then Fire Emblem, like I said, same deal. As for Zelda, to some extent, you probably best, if you're gonna pull that stunt, you should just use Zelda. Zelda made more sense than the other games. But Mario Maker, that was fine. Close with Mario Maker. But the thing also is, what is your 30th anniversary? It's just gonna be Mario Maker. Why can't have like, look at Microsoft did. They're celebrating their 30th anniversary of Rare, so they're doing a Rare replay compilation. Nintendo, you get Mario Brothers. Why not do a compilation of all the Mario games? Super Mario Brothers 1 for the NES, Mario Brothers 2 for the NES, 3, 4 for the Super Mario World, Mario 64, Yoshi, any Mario game, put it on the Wii U as a compilation. You did it with the Kirby and 20th anniversary, and you did it also, well, to some extent, Super Mario also on the Wii. Or same goes with like a DSL, like Super Mario Brothers Legacy for $10, or 4 Mario game in one. Do a compilation. Where's that? Is it going to be another Nintendo Direct in July or August, or, well, who knows? But yeah, see, that's the problem with the Nintendo Direct. That's why it wasn't good as last year. Last year was good because, first of all, they were talking about Smash Brother. That was great. And they gave more new info because the game's not out yet, but now you gave more info. Well, to some extent, you're putting more info in the AAA game. Xenoblade Chronicles, it's to some extent, it's not going to be a AAA game because the reason is it's a heavy JRPG. Look at Operation Rainfall, it's a niche. Just saying. And chances are some people already have the Japanese version because they can't wait for it. So I don't know if that's going to say, oh, now there's another one that people are not going to care and you decide to showcase. Mario Tennis. Really, for the Wii U. If the one on the 3DS didn't sell well, what makes you think the Wii U version is going to sell? And here's the problem. What the hell happened to the Virtual Console? Are you abandoning that? What happened to the Wii Virtual Console? That was it? Only 3 games? Punch-Out, Mario Galaxy 2, and Metroid Prime Trilogy? That's it? You're done? I'm still waiting for that Kirby Wii. Because I was going to hope in getting it for the Wii itself, but because the minute the Wii U came out, you just canceled the Wii. Couldn't even get that game in the cheap price because, oh, the evergreen strategy. My gosh, look at this. God, like, business left and right is just so stupid. God, needs change. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there you go. That's another problem there. So you're showing games. You didn't even talk about, yeah, you didn't even talk about Virtual Console. Are you going to put new Virtual Console on the Wii? Are you even supporting that? Why don't you put Virtual Console on the 3DS? I know it's selling more than the Wii U, but for Christ's sake, you need to make money. Stop with the Wii. Just do whatever you can with the Wii. But also, people keep asking, we want cross-buy. You finally start doing it. And the sad part also is the DLC for Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and Wii U. And I'm going to give it a pass because it's only $1. But that should have already been a cross-buy. My goodness, look at the DLC for the PlayStation 4. It's cross-buy for the PS3 and the Vita. Why can't you guys do that? Oh, you need more money because you don't have third-party support. Pathetic. Oh, jeez. My gosh, man. Thinking about Nintendo right now just boils my head. Even so, it's E3. It's so embarrassing. Yeah, so that's and overall that is the problem with the Nintendo Direct. Star Fox was fine. Animal Crossing Home Decor and Amiibo Festival, not so much. Skylander about the exclusive, fine. It was, not, but it wasn't even brief. It was like 15 minutes. Not a lot of people care. You hype about a Metroid game, maybe that's subjective, but it's a spin-off. You have to read the action of your fans. You have to basically kind of guess what they're doing. Don't just say, oh, guess what? We have another Metroid game. Oh, it's a spin-off, but it's still a Metroid game. Whippy! No, that doesn't work. Fire Emblem, yeah, they're going to be great, but you already showed them again, and you barely had any information. Yeah, again, they did show the treehouse. That's fine, but not everyone watches the treehouse. They need that information in a digital event. And you failed to offer that. That was the problem. Mario Tennis. Nobody cares. Mario Maker, Super Mario Maker. Yeah, that was a great ending to it. Makes sense. But there was no wow factor. You didn't talk about, oh, guess what? Price drop. Okay, maybe you're not going to talk about price drop, but you probably should. You didn't even talk about, like, Splatoon. Maybe, oh, we're going to show new stuff. Okay, maybe they're done. Done. But say, get at least something like what's going to do with the update with the Wii U or 3DS. Oh, we're going to have Virtual Console. No, not even. N64 Virtual Console for the 3DS. Cross-buy. Nothing. That was the problem with the digital event. You're just showing some games, but then in the middle, you're showing games that's already been shown before. Yeah. It's unnecessary and it was a time waster. And again, I'm a Nintendo fan, and what I think, for me personally, the Nintendo Direct was okay. It was a bit information. It was good to watch, but not for everyone. A lot of people were pissed off. It disappointed them as a Nintendo fan. And that is the problem with the Nintendo Direct. It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. But yeah, there was some part that pisses a lot of people off. But there's a lot of, to some extent, a bit of misinformation. There's a lot of missed hype. that oh, you can hype something and just to find out oh, it's not the game you want. It's like to some extent it's trolling. If that's what you guys like, well, more power to you. Wow. So anyway, those are my analysis of, in my personal opinion, of why the Nintendo Direct was not up to par. It wasn't good as last year because it was just the plan just wasn't there. There was a good beginning. The middle wasn't that good to some extent. It's basically so. And the end, you did try to recover in the end, but by the time you went to Super Mario Maker, people were bored. Yeah, Super Mario Maker is interesting, but it's a Little Big Planet, Nintendo version. Because I know Reggie did trying to get what is it, Media Molecule, but thanks to Phil Harrison when he was still working at Nintendo, or not Nintendo, Sony. Yeah, they got it first. If people didn't know that, yeah. So to some extent, that if Phil wasn't there, then yeah, Little Big Planet could be a Nintendo IP. But hey, Sony got them first, so that's what happened. So, so I hope this sort of helped. Why, for me personally, why the Nintendo digital event is bad, and how this particular one was actually took the toll. That it wasn't so good. That they should go back to a live conference. If Square Enix can do it in the first time, so you can Nintendo. So anyway, thanks for listening. So with that, that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello guys, NautoAisDx once again, and this is going to be an extra that I forgot to mention on my main video. And one of the games I did miss, and I can't believe I did, is Yokai Watch. So, Yokai Watch on the Nintendo Direct, in my opinion, is actually, that's fine. Because no one ever really mentioned Yokai Watch on the Nintendo Direct before. So, you get away with that. So they've showed a bit of gameplay, a bit of a trailer. So I think that's fine, the Yokai Watch, because before that, I think it was only in an article and they just said, oh, it's a 2016 release. That was it. So overall, like I said, overall about the Nintendo Direct, like I said, it's not bad. I think, in my opinion, as a Nintendo fan, I think it's okay. They showed. They did give information for the game that they want to know. However, what I'm trying to say was that some of this game should already be announced when it's going to be released before. Why do it on an E3, which is the biggest event ever? And a lot of people saying, rumors are that, oh, maybe they're just basically doing whatever they can with the Wii U, but the minute the NX comes out, we're gonna scrap the Wii U. That's possibly true, because one of the things that Nintendo history, what they basically do is the minute the new console is out, they launch a new console, new games comes out, they stop supporting the old one. So in other words, say, well, I'm waiting for, say, Xenoblade Chronicles X to go cheap. No, that's not going to happen. Chances are that's not going to go markdown, and when push comes to shove, they're going to stop mass producing the game and use all the resource to go to the Wii U. That's how it goes. And again, because even though they have a lot of money in the bank, but they rather use the resource on something that's going to help themselves, not something just to say, oh, well, at least we're pleasing the fans. So that's why, like I said, the reason why I'm kind of disappointed with the Nintendo Direct, and even Iwata himself basically acknowledged it, which is, again, kudos. He acknowledged that the Nintendo Direct wasn't good, that he's actually accepting feedback. So, I mean, my feedback is, if we're going to introduce the NX, do a live conference, we want the people's reaction, not just some sort of infomercial. Because that's like pathetic, really. So, again, those are my just extra thoughts I forgot to mention on the main video. So, thanks for listening. That's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.